The National Gallery of Art in Iceland is a leading museum, and it has a collection of around 11,000 items, of which only 10% are dedicated to foreign art. But there are some pretty interesting articles that we have from abroad, like a Picasso and other important pieces. However, the National Gallery of Art in Iceland is mainly dedicated to Icelandic art and its history, and most of it is from modern times. So it's a museum that deals with the period of from around 1900 till our days. It was established in 1884, so it's one of the oldest establishments in the country. And it started off as a small foreign collection, but after 1900, more and more Icelandic art has come into fore in the museum. So what we do is try to present Icelandic art as fully as we can. Let me show you one piece which is outstanding, I think, because it might be the first abstract painting done in Iceland. Shall we go and see it? This is the picture I was talking about, possibly the first abstract painting done in Iceland by Guðmundur Björnsson, who lived in Berlin from 1902 till 1913. And mingled with the abstract painters at that time, the Blauer Reiter. So it's an extraordinary thing, and goes to show that from very early on, our painters and other artists tried to grab the moment, the international momentum of art, when it was actually happening in Europe or in America.
And what do we see here?
It is as if it were a throw of dice, or something from something spatial, or but also something very dynamic. It is expressionistic, and of course it has to do a lot with the movement of the Blauer Reiter, which was directed by Wassily Kandinsky, who at this time in 1913 was a leading figure, possibly the most avant-garde of all artists in the world. And it goes to show how early free abstraction was created. And I have to say that this gives the tone for later abstract paintings in Iceland. Since we are talking about abstract expressionism and how early it happened with Icelandic artists like Guðmundur Björnsson, let me show you another piece, which is by one of our best-known artists in the 20th century, Svavar Guðnason, who did this painting at the time when he was locked in Denmark. He had been living there under the occupation of the Nazis, and of course, this kind of painting was not what the Nazis took as a good type of painting. They thought it was degenerate, and he had started doing abstract paintings before the war, and this is one of his remarkable things that he does in Denmark under the occupation, and takes the Kindle, perhaps from Baldwin Björnsson, and hands it over to Iceland here after 1945, coming back to Iceland. He had a large and very influential exhibition which launched the abstract expressionistic movement here in the country. However, this exhibition, which is called Then and Now, has been given a life of its own. Some of the works that are here are not displayed in this publication, and also we try to deal with moments of dispute in Icelandic art, because these are the moments of the most fruitful periods when art gave something which was extra to the ordinary life. So this is the oldest part of the exhibition, while in other halls there are more recent things on display.
What do we have there?
We have, for instance, the moment when Icelandic art went through the mutation of pop art and conceptual art, which was a very great moment in contemporary Icelandic art during the mid-60s. And of course, it created a havoc, and it was not taken lightly by all the generations of artists, but still the same. The young generation pulled through, and now they have established themselves as the classicals of contemporary art. And then also we have one of the rooms which is dedicated to creation itself, where in a moment of very somber, even dark, melancholic atmosphere, some extraordinary pieces of art give a moment of sparks, as if they had been created just recently. So this is what this exhibition tries to do. It tries to give a historical perspective, but also tries to grab the moment of what is happening in Icelandic art today.